today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on third down, Jones, and he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
First down, New York.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Barkley on the carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And it's third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's third down.
It's third down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones letting one go deep for the end zone. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Giants 3, Cowboys nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field. His 5th year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big run that time by Elliott. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on.
And Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 6 catches, 102 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Jones.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up
on the draw. This is Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
A loss of a yard on the
Jones
play.
now. And on 3rd and 2. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. Now it's Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Giants 6.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Jones pass.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Barkley.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
At the 7-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
1st and 10.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph.
Come on.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. And again, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay. And that'll make it 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our capital, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. 28-21, the final score. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 31-28, the final score. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a
good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 16-yard line.
This is Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Offside defense.
What?
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched.
No.
We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Elliott, toss right. Nifty move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. This is Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 on the play. First down, Giants.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Taken down right.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and they said those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got it at the 15.
Jones.
And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Gain of 40.
A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll go to Barkley again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On play action, Jones. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and that's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. 10th carry now for Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
24-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but just stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
22 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay, 47 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This is Tony Pollard. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 35.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
And they're going right. Dropped out.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott now from the 50. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And the Giants ready to come out now. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. And let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run.
Saquon Barkley on
and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And 9 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 5.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Prescott yet again. This to Jarwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
to the air again, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
No, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30.
Whoa,
and now look at this. Big gain on a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
What happens if they score?
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Prescott's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And less than a yard.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Give him the 3rd down convert. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Forced out to his left. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good tackle made by Julian Love.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.